Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. Welcome to Friday Power Flow, a 30-minute flow practice. We'll move, we'll breathe, hopefully we'll have some fun, and we'll get started right away in Child's Pose. So in your Child's Pose, take a big breath in and a long breath out. Once more together, let's take a big inhale and a big exhale. Feel your hands, your fingers on your mat. You can feel your head on your mat. Maybe let your head roll a little bit side to side. I like to do that sometimes. Feel the tops of your feet, your toes. Connecting with all these different parts of your body. Like connecting with all the different parts of your body and connecting all these different parts back to your center. And as we breathe and move with intention today, really you have the opportunity to connect all the parts of your being back to center. And we have this great opportunity to connect with each other, even though it's virtual. It's a real connection. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Take your hands a little more forward, tuck your toes under, lift your hips. Come on into your downward facing dog. And if you want to take more time in child's pose, in place of your downward dog or any point during your practice, absolutely add that in. Here you might walk out your dog a little bit or move your head around. Moving with intention, right? Showing up here. There is intention in you, us being right here, right now. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Take one more deep inhale here. And as you exhale, make your way to the front of your mat. Set your feet and come on up to stand. Reach your hands high, lift your heart. You can look up, even go back a little bit. Take a really big inhale. Draw your hands to your heart. Set your gaze here, lower your gaze, or close your eyes. And if it resonates with you, set an intention. You can also, again, simply feel the intention of being right here, right now. And together, let's take a big breath in and a long breath out. Inhale, sweep up, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Bring your hands to your mat. Step back to your high push-up. Move forward, halfway down, low push-up. You can drop your knees or come all the way down. Big breath in. Upward facing dog, your cobra or your low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Set your gaze here or close your eyes. Set your hands and your feet. Connecting your hands and feet back to your center. Engage your core. Draw your low belly in and up. Take another a big breath in here. And as you exhale, step or jump to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, lift and reach. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale, forward and down. Upward dog, a big breath in. Still moving forward, lead with your heart. Back to your downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. And a big exhale. Take a deep breath in. And a big breath out. Another deep inhale here. Exhale. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Rise up from the ground. Lift up. Lengthen up. Fold forward. Exhale. Empty out. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Couple of good deep breaths here, really filling up on your inhale, equally emptying out on your exhale. And allow yourself to empty out so you can be here. Take another big breath in, exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Once more, inhale, rise up, all the way up, lift up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, high push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Allow yourself to be here, right now. So we can connect, so you can connect with your body, connect with your breath, connect with your heart and your spirit. But equally so that we can connect, really share this time and this practice together. Take another big breath in, exhale, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Set your feet, put a big bend to your knees. You can reach your hands higher, work with your hands at your heart. As you sit down, watch out for sitting down and tipping forward. Feel if you can sit down and sit back. Low belly draws in and up, heart high. Take a big inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Set your feet, feel your feet. Which sounds really silly. But most of the time, we're off in our head somewhere. We're not feeling our feet, not feeling our fingers. Unless you stub your toe. Set your feet, feel your foundation, connect to your foundation so you can lift up. Take a really big inhale here. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Come on up. I've noticed that I keep bumping my right elbow into things, into doors and cabinets and all kinds of stuff. Always my right elbow, which just then reminds me that I'm not paying attention enough to my elbows, to my knees. Being more in my head than in my body when what I want to be is in my body in this moment. Right? Connected, present. Take one more big inhale here. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Take another big inhale here. And as you exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, lift up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps, warrior one. Rise up, exhale, hands to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps, warrior one. Rise up, exhale, hands come back to your mat. Chaturanga, low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot again, warrior one, come up. Exhale, hands come down to your mat. High push up to low, upward dog. Inhale, downward dog, exhale. Left foot now, warrior one, rise up. Exhale, hands back to your mat. High push up to low, forward and down, elbows squeeze in. Upward dog, breathe in. Downward dog, breathe out. Let your heels soften. Let your head hang. Big breath in. Full breath out. One more deep inhale here. Exhale. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, lift up, bring your hands to your heart. Take a big inhale. Twist to your left. Right elbow towards the outside of your left leg. Feet even. Right elbow lands somewhere on your legs. Maybe it's between your knees. Maybe it hovers above your legs. Feel your elbows. Your left elbow points up towards the sky. Crown of head forward and tailbone back. Hands can stay together Or you can open up. Right hand reaching for the ground. Doesn't have to make contact. Left arm extends up. If you want to stick in a side crow here, you can stick in a side crow. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Hips a little lower, heart higher. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more big inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale. Downward facing dog. Here, walk your hands back to your feet. Hips stay high, core engaged. Feet at about hips width distance. Peace fingers hook your big toes. Palms face in. Halfway lift on your inhale. Lengthen and fold. As you exhale. Soften your knees if that works. Right, work with a different variation. You might stay in more of a halfway lift or come into more of a ragdoll. If you come into the forward fold, feel if you can let your head drop. I feel like that's the icing on the cake. Big breath in. Long breath out. Release your toes. Walk your feet closer together or to touch and rise to stand. Come all the way up. Reach your hands up. Ground through your right foot and draw your left knee up towards your chest. Use your core to lift your left knee, your left leg. You can have your hands higher at your heart. Extend your left foot forward. Press to the heel. Stay really tall and upright here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step forward onto your left foot. Airplane Dekasana. Your hands sweep back. Right leg lifts, extends back behind you. Let your shoulders roll back here. Breathe in, breathe up so you can lift up. Soften your toes. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. And as you inhale, rise to stand. Right knee now lifts in front of you. Hands higher at your heart. Strong core. Belly draws in and up. Soften your shoulders. Extend your right foot forward. Press through your right heel. Watch out for leaning back. Tall and upright. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now step forward onto your right foot. Airplane Dekasana. Take your time. Connect to your feet, your foundation. Extend out through your arms, your fingers. Palms spin down. Shoulders roll back. Lift your chest, lift your heart. Take a big inhale. Now left foot down beside the right. Sweep up, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a big breath out. Another full inhale here. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Right foot steps. Warrior 1. Come up. Open out. Warrior 2. A little more space between your feet. Lengthen through your arms, your fingers. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your right hand high. Reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Keep the bend in your front knee so you can lift up. Take a big inhale. Side angle. Parsva Konasana. Right elbow on your right leg. Left arm up to the sky. Take a breath. Take a couple of breaths. Take one breath at a time. And stay here or add in your extension or work with your half bind or your full bind. Working with your body. Be in your body. You might have this idea in your head of what you should do, what you think you should do. Give yourself some space from that and instead feel what you want to do, what works, what you can do so you can enjoy yourself here. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Reach your top arm up. Let it bring you up to your warrior 2. Straighten your right leg. Pivot your toes towards the side edge of your mat. Feet parallel or pigeon-toed. Interlace your fingers at your low back. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your heart. A big inhale. And as you exhale, fold forward. Hands up and over. Or you can drop your hands if that works better. Let your head hang down. Long through your legs, strong connection with your feet. Soften your toes. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Release your hands. Come halfway up. Pivot around towards the back edge of your mat. Left toes point towards the back edge of your mat. Right foot steps to meet your left. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Rise up. Lift and reach. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, sit back, bring your hands to your heart. Take a big inhale. Now twist to your right. Left elbow towards the outside of your right leg. Tailbone back. Crown of the head forward again. Feel your elbows. Feel your knees. All these different parts of your body. Connecting to your center. Connecting all these pieces together. So you can be centered, grounded, and connected. Hands can stay together or open up. Right hand reaching for the sky. Left hand reaching for the ground. Doesn't have to make contact. Again, you can stick in your side crow here. Right, whatever you are doing. A couple of good, deep breaths. Don't rush your breath. Don't rush the pose. Don't rush the moment. Big inhale. Big exhale. Another deep breath in here. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Here, walk your hands back towards your feet. Core engaged, hips stay high. Feet at hips with distance, Padangusthasana. Hands under your feet, palms up. You can add in a halfway lift. And then lengthen and fold. Again, you can work with more of a halfway lift, stay in that variation, or come into more of a ragdoll. A little bit of softness in your whole approach might give you a whole lot more room to enjoy this. Connecting with your breath, with your heart, your spirit. Right? So less thinking about what you should do. And certainly less thinking about what you need to do when you step off your mat. Instead, feel what you are doing right here, right now. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Take your hands out from under your feet and come into your halfway lift. A big breath in. Here, walk your hands forward. Coming into your high push-up, come down to your forearms for your forearm plank. Hands can be together. I like to work with my hands apart, spread my fingers wide. Right, if you have your fingers interlaced, notice if your knuckles start to turn white because you're hanging on so much. You can have your knees lifted or lowered, low belly and up, shoulders over elbows. There we are, elbows again. Set your gaze, take a big inhale, and a long exhale. I'll never forget, my brother and I saw Dave Matthews and Tim Reynolds in concert, acoustic concert, small acoustic concert. And he talked about elbows. What a funny word that is, elbow. That's all I really remember that he said about elbows. I don't think he said anything more. Kind of funny word when you start to think about it. Here on your mat, try not to think quite so much, and instead take a big breath in and a long breath out. But if you're thinking about elbows, then at least you're not thinking about how long we're holding here. Just a couple more breaths. A big breath in and a long breath out. Another big inhale and a big exhale. From here, walk yourself back up to your high push-up. Nice work, you guys. Back to your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in And a long breath out. One more big inhale. Exhale. Step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Chaturanga, low push-up. Step or jump back. Upward dog, a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. Come up, rise up. Open out, warrior two. Take your left hand high, reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Check in with your foundation. Strong feet, strong legs. Lifting from your hip, a big inhale. Side angle, Parsva Konasana. Left elbow on your left leg. And your right arm up to the sky. Left foot is flat and straight. Right foot, right toes towards the side edge of your mat, maybe a little bit forward. You can stay here, or you can extend your top arm forward, or you can come into your half bind or your full bind. And if you want to play around with the full bind, but your hands don't meet, you can put a towel or strap between your hands, but you can also just feel where your hands land and work with that. Letting your right shoulder roll back, working with your body and your breath. Letting your heart lift. A big breath in and a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. A big inhale and a big exhale. Reach your right arm up. Let it bring you up to your warrior two. Straighten your left leg. And once more, pivot your toes towards the side edge of your mat. Again, feet parallel or pigeon-toed. You can interlace your fingers or work with a different hand variation. Lift up on your inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. Watch out for coming way back in your heels. A little more forward in the balls of your feet. Let your head drop. Big breath in. And a long breath out. Here, bring your hands to your mat. Come into your halfway lift. If you want to, come into your forward fold again, you can. Or walk your feet in. Play around with your crow. There's something under my mat. I have a bump on my mat. Set your hands for crow about shoulder width. So there's lots of ways to play around with crow without even lifting your feet. Start by setting your hands. Spread your fingers wide. Feet walk in. Big bend to your elbows. Here are our elbows again. And your knees above your elbows. Right? So once you find this, you can shift forward into your hands. Right? Just feel that. Keep your feet down. Instead of looking down or back behind you, look a little bit forward. You can lift one foot. Maybe you lift both feet. Strong core. Heart lifts here. Couple of breaths wherever you are. Big inhale. Big exhale. If you're in your crow, nice and easy, feet come down, walk them wide again, pivot around towards the front edge of your mat. Right toes spin forward, left foot steps to meet your right. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, rise and reach, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, high push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a really big breath in. Open your mouth, empty out. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, step or jump your feet to the outsides of your hands. Come on into your malasana, your squat. You can stay higher with your elbows on your legs. You can get really low here. Maybe sit on a prop. And you can stay here or play around with crow again, right? Get out of your head, get into your body, set your hands. Bend your elbows, knees above elbows. I like to go for knees in my armpits. And then just feel it out. Lighten up on your feet, engage your core, lighten up in general. Take a big inhale, back to your malasana, back to your squat, sit down, heart high, take a really big inhale, and a big exhale. Another deep breath in. And a big breath out. Here, bring your hands down. Start to lift your hips. Walk your feet closer together or to touch. And rise to stand. Lift and reach. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Chaturanga, low push-up. Step or jump back. Upward dog, a big inhale. Downward dog. Exhale. Bring your feet together and forward. Right leg to the sky. Bend your right knee. Down dog hip opener. If you want to flip your dog, you can flip your dog. Take your breath. And come on into your half pigeon. Right knee forward to your right thumb. Lengthen through your left leg. You can feel where your right foot is. Do you have some room? Wiggle it forward and over to the left. Even out your hips. Lengthening. If you can come forward, let your head land. If this variation doesn't work, set up the variation on your back. So on the one hand, just a yoga pose, a bunch of physical movement. Crow, headstand, handstand, the bind. If you can't do it, not a big deal. Just a really small piece of the practice. On the other hand, you can notice. Do you get really frustrated? Do you get angry? Do you shut down? Do you push really hard? You take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Once you notice, you can begin to create a shift. You can begin to lighten up, to enjoy a little more. Feel, because part of what you want to notice is how much you are doing, how much you can do. Right? Really allow yourself to feel this. Take a deep breath in, and a big breath out. Set your hands under your shoulders, and come on back to your downward facing dog. Big breath in, full breath out. Feet together and forward, left leg to the sky, bend your left knee, down dog hip opener. Again, you can flip or drop your right knee. And half pigeon. Set it up here, right this side. Absolutely. Feel what you can do with your physical body. Feel your physical body. Your knees, your elbows. It will help you to be present. Feel your breath. And your intention. If you didn't set an intention, that's okay, but the intention built in. The intention to show up, be present, and connect. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. I can hear Winston snoring. I don't know if you guys can or not. Instead of being your head, being in your head, thinking about the pose, allow yourself to be in your body. Allow yourself to be not just in the pose, but to be present, right here, right now. Again, connected. And take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Set your hands under your shoulders. Come up, sweep your back leg forward. Lie down on your back. Set up for your bridge or your wheel. Feet flat, about hips width distance. Connect down. Come on up. A bridge, any variation. A wheel, any variation. Right, rest, any combination, but with breath, with intention, and with some ease, right? So notice if you're pushing, you're forcing, notice if you're resisting. Feel if you can soften. Take one more big inhale, and as you exhale, come all the way down. Come onto your back, soles of your feet together, knees wide, Supta Baddha Konasana. Take a really big, deep breath in here, and empty out. It's still kind of chilly here in my basement, so I'm going to put on an extra layer. And from here, we'll move right into Shavasana. You can add in a twist, take your legs up if you like. One more big breath in. And empty out. Wiggle your fingers and toes, just bringing some gentle movement to your body. Draw your knees to your chest. Roll to one side and make your way to seated. Hands to your heart. You can set your gaze here. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. And together, let's take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining me for this Friday Power Flow. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like the video, subscribe to my channel, check out my Patreon, which is also the Bent Yogi. There for as little as $5 a month. You get access to a whole library of full-length classes and new classes every month. You can also check out my studio, Sanctuary Power Yoga. Your first class there is free. And there are links for all of that somewhere here. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. Thanks again for joining me today. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you soon.